Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the nice weekend. I wanted to show you a few things in the greenhouse before heading outside. I did want to point out this broccoli rabe here. There is broccoli rabe growing in bed 3, which is the one on the end of this row. And for some reason, some of the plants are just like completely dying and some of them look great. I'm not really sure what's going on. So we'll take some of this broccoli rabe and replace the plants that are dying. We have a lot of peppers, and a lot of them seem to have kind of stalled out. They're not doing very much. So I think they'd probably be best to just go ahead and pot up. We have a lot of them, so it's probably going to be something we'll work on all week. But you can see there's peppers here, 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 and then we still have some more tomatoes too. We also have some flowers to pot up down here, and there are some down here as well. So just that'll be a kind of a big task this week, I think, to get a lot of stuff potted up. In terms of outside tasks, I don't really have a list written out yet, but we can just go walk around and, oops, sorry. This is the broccoli rabe bed that I mentioned. You can see, like, actually it's like more and more. I don't know what's happening in this bed. But I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can get the broccoli rabe to grow here. Yeah, not really sure what's going on there. These here, we're gonna leave one. I know they're all bolting. We're gonna leave one of them. Carlton wants to take these to the expo, and he wants one of them to be the mustards that are bolting. The rest of them we'll just harvest and replace with the fennel that I have growing, and I'll show you that over here. Here's fennel, and so we'll place that in a couple places around the garden. I do have some flowers that I want to get planted. Some of them didn't fare too well with this chilly weather that we had the last couple of nights. And then I also have some cilantro and a little dill left that we can plant around. There's a lot of beds that we just need to kind of keep watering until they germinate. The Swiss chard, the potato beds, there's 2 potato beds. Those have not germinated yet. So I'll have a list in there of things that we need to keep watering. This bed here, 19, we can thin out some of the seedlings that are coming up. So I did just rows of things that typically grow in the spring. So you can see at the ends of the rows I have those little white tags. So we'll just thin those out. The turnips, I started harvesting last week. Even some of the ones that the bulbs didn't look very big, you can see that they're starting to bolt. So I've been pulling out the ones that were bolting, or the ones that looked like they were just ready based on what you could see. Some of the turnips, you can kind of see them popping up above ground, like that one. But I would like to let some of those get a little bit bigger first. So we'll just kind of work on that slowly. In terms of other things that could be harvested, there was some critter got into this bed and started nibbling. So you can see some of these leaves have been nibbled on. But then I also noticed while I was here that this kale is starting to bolt. So we'll just take all the kale out. We'll discard the leaves that have been chewed on. But we might as well just get all this kale cleaned out. So we'll completely harvest that. There's Claytonia down here. We're gonna leave that in the bed for now. Peas are another bed. This is another bed that we just want to water. They're just starting to germinate. You can see that right there. The fava beans are just starting to germinate right there. So we'll keep watering that. We could harvest some green onions, just the top parts, not the roots down below. And oh, let's go ahead and finish harvesting this mustard and that mustard. The last time I looked at this specifically, there were a lot of aphids on the undersides, and I sprayed it with neem oil. But some of these, like you can see, like that leaf is just like covered. So I would just throw that. Oh yeah, some of these are really bad. So we'll go through here. If we can salvage any of these, we will. But I think now that I'm looking at it closely, I think a lot of these leaves are probably just going to be composted, unfortunately. So we'll go through that, and then let's look, actually, while I'm just thinking of it. Yeah, this mustard looks completely fine, but you can see that it is bolting as well. So we will finish harvesting this and probably just plant some more of that fennel here too. We might need to put on some of these baskets on the top just to keep them from being nibbled. But we can get that cleaned up this week. Let's see if this kale is bolting. This kale looks okay for now. I'm sure it's gonna bolt soon, but we'll leave it for now, and we can harvest some more leaves off of this and this one in the center. I think that's it for now. My kids are out of school tomorrow. I am planning to be here on and off. And then the rest of my week should be normal. Fingers crossed. Thanks as always for your help, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.